Alright, hello everybody. Hello, and welcome. Welcome, my friends, to another full and fun day of live streaming here for you. Right here on Twitch. How's everybody doing this morning? For those of you who it is the morning, for me it is the morning. I don't know what it is for you, honestly. It might be later in the day for you, depending on your time zone. Not sure where everyone's hailing from here today. I just wanted to welcome everyone. Hello. So, I have a lot to talk about on pre-stream today. Obviously, I want to let you guys know, update the schedule. I also want to talk about, excuse me, I also want to talk about a few things I want to run by you guys. I ran them by the stream viewers last night, and I had a mixed reaction to both questions. So I want to run them by you guys today on the gameplay stream as well to see what your feedback is, because it might directly affect some streams, including tomorrow's gameplay streams. Alright, we'll see. So some good stuff. First of all, let's just briefly talk about the schedule so you know what's going on, guys. Today, the continuation of Dead Space 2, the Zealot difficulty run right here on stream. People really seem to enjoy this stream back on Tuesday when I premiered the game. Much more difficult than any of the runs of Dead Space that I've done up to this point so far. Not only am I doing it on the hardest possible difficulty, Zealot difficulty, where sometimes you just instantly die to enemies. Alright, but also, I've been challenging myself to only use the plasma cutter. Now, I'm not saying this is all I'm going to use for the entirety of the game, but I have not bought any of the other weapons so far, and so far so good. I'm in Chapter 6 now. I believe the game has 15 chapters. So we'll see how it goes today. I know the chapters are going to get longer and more difficult the further into the game we get. So we'll see if how far I'll get today to judge how many more streams of the game we need to finish it. But, I guess we'll have to see how it goes here with the plasma cutter. Like I've been telling everyone, I've been saving up for the force gun. I remember there's a gun that's a force gun, and it just like pushes enemies back and blows all their limbs off once you upgrade it. And I think that's the best gun there is, if I remember correctly, for my original run. And I really want that gun, so I've been just waiting for that gun to appear before I get anything else. So, yeah, today will be the Dead Space 2 Zealot difficulty gameplay continuing. Alright. Should be fun. It's going to be around, the usual 4.5 hours of gameplay. See how far we get. Then tonight, alright, I will be doing more Yakuza 6. After last night's stream, man, last night was wild. For those of you who were not here last night, a lot of people were like, Yakuza's boring. Listen, I'll be honest with you. When there's long, drawn-out cutscenes, it does get boring. But then some zany shit happens. Like, for example, last night, someone put someone's face onto a Japanese hibachi and cooked it live in the game. I was like, what the fuck? Then I was in the middle of a street fight. I punched a guy. His face went into a girl's boobs. She got so upset, she headbutted him and then grabbed him in a Muay Thai clinch and lifted her knee into his face and broke his nose. This was part of the game. This is some zany stuff going on in Yakuza 6 that's pretty entertaining. But I understand. See, that's the thing with Yakuza. It's a game where if you can get through the long story elaboration scenes, you'll see some really wild, fun stuff. So that being said, more Yakuza 6 tonight. Should be fun. 2 more hours, okay? Tomorrow is my variety day. And what I mean by that is I mix it up from all the playthroughs and things that are ongoing that I've been doing during the week. And I do a different kind of content. So tomorrow is going to be the return of Ultra Street Fighter 2. That's right. It's my one day a week when I do Ultra Street Fighter 2 content to stay, up to speed and to not get rusty with classic Street Fighter gameplay. And then tomorrow night will be the return of PUBG. For the second time this week, it'll be PUBG again. Another fun, interactive PUBG stream for you guys. And sadly, I guess, once again, we cannot play on the new map because I have not heard any announcement that they're going to do another test server run, which is fucking stupid in my opinion. I mean, being real talk with you guys, PUBG on the Xbox One's been dead for months. They have not actively updated the game or done anything with it in a while. So it's just kind of sitting there stagnant. And quite frankly, I doubt anyone's even playing it on the console. So they do these test server runs, which are great. When the hell does the map actually come out? Like, what are they testing? What are you testing? It works fine. just release the fucking map. The game's unfinished anyway. It's not exactly the most polished experience. If there's a few bugs, I'm sure we'll put up with them. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I really wish that the freaking thing would just work and we could play the map whenever we want. But sadly, it's still on test server. So I guess tomorrow night we're doing just a standard PUBG stream on the main map, okay? Saturday will be more Dead Space 2. Will it be the conclusion of this run of Dead Space 2? I don't know. I remember the original game being around 12 hours long, but that was on normal difficulty. You know, am I going to have a lot more trouble with the end of the game? In particular, I'm just really dreading the Regenerator. I know the Regenerator is coming, and he's such a pain in the ass. I remember it being the most challenging and, you know, frustrating part of the original game. And now that I'm going to be on Zealot difficulty, where basically the guy hits me once and I get fucked, I don't know how this is going to go, all right? So this may be, it may be a longer playthrough. I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out, okay? Saturday night is up in the air. Saturday night might be more Yakuza 6. It might be, you know, more Dead Space, or I may do something random. I don't know. I'm leaving Saturday night stream completely open on purpose. And the same thing with Sunday. It could be the conclusion of Dead Space. It could be something else. I don't know what it's going to be. All right. And, so there you go. I'm not sure. I'm just kind of, you know, scratching my head on, I don't want to promise you guys something and then, oh, I didn't finish Dead Space and I got to, you know, do that instead and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So, that being said, guys, that being said, the next 2 days should still be fun. We should have a variety of content. Reminder that on Monday, I am starting time off. Normally, I would have a day off during each weekend. Instead, I'm consolidating those days together and adding an extra day. So 3 days this coming week, I will not be live streaming. All right, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I'll be spending time with Kat. We'll be doing stuff around the house, spring cleaning. We'll be doing things we've always wanted to do, like in the backyard. We have some ideas of things we want to do with the backyard, clean it up a little bit, and maybe, you know, get it so we can do stuff out there. But we haven't had a chance. You know, she's lived here for almost 3 months now. Holy shit, does time fly. I can't even believe it. 3 months? Yeah. She moved in February. Here we are, you know, May. Holy shit. And that's what I mean, like, time flies. Time flies, and, you know, we're both busy people. I'm constantly working on stream. She's constantly at her job, and the 1 day a week that we get to do stuff is not enough to do anything, you know, too meaningful. Most of the time, our day off is a rushed day of just trying to do a million things and get them done in a short period of time. So that being said, you know, these 3 days that we're going to get together should be a lot of fun, all right? Now, I mean, real talk, I'm probably not going to be on social media that much during these 3 days. I'll probably be keeping my eye on anything important, but for the most part, I'm going to be tuned out from the internet and just be doing fun stuff with her. And, you know, then coming back refreshed on that Thursday, which would be the 17th. More than likely, when I come back, we'll do some Street Fighter, maybe some PUBG. And then that 18th is the premiere of State of Decay 2. Since I am going to be getting the special edition, I'll be able to play the game a few days early. All right? And that'll be a fun thing. Sound good? So, I do apologize. I do apologize that we will not be doing any streaming, you know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday here. I know you guys kind of rely on the daily streams. I just need this time away, number one, to recuperate myself and my voice for my own health. Number two, to spend time with, you know, Kat. And, you know, it's needed every once in a while. It's certainly, you know, taking several days off in a row is not something I do very often. But it is needed every once in a while, so should be, you know, fun. And then coming back to all the new content. State of Decay 2, and then H1Z1 coming out on PS4, and then Detroit Become Human, and then the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. The rest of the month should be pretty, you know, high-octane, new releases coming out constantly into, you know, into June, which we've got games like Vampire, Shaq Fu. I actually looked at the game release schedule last night. The fucking new Shaq Fu is coming out in early June. You know I gotta play that just for the hell of it, to make fun of it, if anything. And then E3, right? So, a lot of stuff. There you go, guys. Alright, so good stuff. That's the schedule. Hope you guys are pleased with the upcoming schedule. Alright. Now, I got a couple things. Alright. I got a couple things that I want to run by you guys. I ran it by the nighttime stream last night, and it seemed that the feedback was mixed. All right, so let me go ahead and run these things by you guys. All right, first of all, I received a notification from Twitch that I have been selected to be part of a program, all right, where there are new extensions that I can install on my channel here on Twitch, and these extensions will have interactions using bits. Now, first of all, if you don't even know what an extension is, it's something that I can install on my channel page that has a various function. For example, right now I have an extension that's installed on my channel page. It's the Cheers leaderboard. You can actually see who's the top cheerer for the week, top cheerer for the month, top cheerer for this particular stream, and also of all time, okay? So I've had this running since like last summer. Well, actually, I had it running ever since they started with extensions, which I actually think was last fall. So, yeah. So, you know, that's interesting. Now, here's the thing. They presented me with like 20 to 30 different, you know, extensions. And I was like, you know, most of these don't make sense. But there were two that intrigued me, all right? One of them is called a polling app, which means what I would do is I would install it, and people would be able to vote on certain things that would lead to interaction. So I'll give you a perfect example. Tomorrow I'm playing Ultra Street Fighter 2. Apparently, if I installed this extension, people would be able to, with bits, vote on what fighter they want to see me use in Ultra Street Fighter 2. And then I would, you know, okay, the polling ended like this, I'll play that character. Okay? See? So it could be interesting, because right now, I just asked the stream chat, who do you want to see me play? And then a million people post different names, and there's no way I can really tally it. I just try to grab the first name I see. This would be an active way to actually be doing polling, all right? But I have absolutely no idea how this works with bits. I have no clue. I don't know if it's like, oh, you know, it's 5 bits to vote, or, you know what I mean? It doesn't, I don't know if you can even control that. I didn't mess with it yet. So this is something I can look into maybe tonight after my streams are done. Maybe I'll spend some time here messing around with it and try to figure out what the hell it is. And see if I want to maybe implement it on tomorrow's stream, okay? Now, here's another thing. Here's another one, guys. There's one called, it's like something trivia. It's a trivia extension. And apparently it has integration with certain games only. One of the games it has integration with is PUBG. So apparently when I play PUBG tomorrow night, I can enable this extension. And again, somehow bits come into play. I don't know how. But you could do this trivia game about PUBG. Answering questions, I guess, about PUBG. And I don't know if it's like a competition where you guys go head up, or if it's just you trying to earn points via the trivia itself. I have no idea. Again, didn't try it yet. All right. So, could it be good? It could be terrible. I have no idea. So, my question to you guys is this. Would you guys be willing to check out some extensions if there's interactions with bits? Reason being, obviously, these I mean, real talk, full disclosure, these extensions are designed to try to get you guys to interact more with bits. So, I mean, full disclosure, that's what they are, okay? That's what they were designed for. But personally, I don't know, you know, how they work. I couldn't tell you the quality until we try a few of these out. Do you think that would be pretty cool? All right? Or, all right, do you think that that would not be good and it would be too, what's the word for it? Too distracting? Would it take too much away from the stream? See, the thing is, I would never do these. I would never do these during, like, a main story-based stream. If you see me playing a new release, right, I'm not going to put up these 100 extensions that are going to distract from the gameplay. Keep in mind that I am trying to do, you know, ongoing, you know, playthroughs for YouTube. The last thing I want is, oh, well, now we're all distracted because the app is doing something or whatever, you know. But if I'm going to be doing random multiplayer streams, okay, and, you know, it doesn't really affect anything, right, then I would consider it. But that would be the only time, all right? So I'm debating testing it just for tomorrow. But again, I want to see people's feedback. Last night, it was basically 50-50. People were basically saying, you know, some people were like, well, no skin off your back. Try it out. If it doesn't work out, if it's not good, if it's, you know, too expensive, or if it ends up making, you know, the stream run like shit, no big deal. Just don't do it again. Other people were like, just don't ever do it. Don't ever do it. Arrgh, right? But then, on the flip side, You know, you got to think of it this way. HK47A in the stream chat just said something very interesting, and I'm going to bring this up because this is a really good point. He says, you know, more interactive things on the stream, especially for a game like PUBG, could be great, since those streams are more Q&A than gameplay. Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Like, PUBG could be a fun stream. Not only am I playing PUBG and doing Q&A, but now you got trivia going on, and we can bring up, you know, the trivia questions and things in the stream chat to keep us more occupied, since the game ain't so great. You know what I mean? So my PUBG streams already are more interactive than anything else, more of a Q&A. Now imagine it becoming something even more differently organic and interactive because of these things, right? But again, I don't know. We'd have to test it. So I'm debating it. Maybe here. How about this? Maybe what I'll do is I'll look into it. I'll see, you know, tonight maybe I'll do a little bit of research and try to figure it out, and see how they work, and test it tomorrow. And if they're shit, I'll just disable them, right? But it's at least it's something different. And I do have to say, I do like that Twitch is trying. They're trying new things. Twitch realizes, well, you know, for content creators like me who have fluctuating income because YouTube ad revenue is terrible most of the time, that there are other ways that we're seeking to, you know, have other profit streams. And if we can get people excited about other ways to interact, if it's not just direct interaction with me while playing a game, but if you're, you know, there's something else on the stream that entertains you, good, right? But at the same time, like I said, I don't want it to completely take away from the stream. I don't want it to, you know, make it become a distraction. And someone else in the stream chat also made a very important point that is very valid. Extensions take up computer memory. This is true. People actually told me over the time that I've tested certain extensions that the Twitch streams would not run as well. Sometimes they would lag up. Sometimes, you know, they wouldn't be as smooth if an extension was running. And I believe it's a combination of factors. It's a combination of, you know, memory use, internet speed, etc. And you have to understand that not every single person who watches everyone's stream has a top-of-the-line PC that they're watching on. Some people are watching on cheap laptops or mobile devices or, you know, various things that don't necessarily have the memory capacity to handle 100 extensions running at once, right? So let's see how it goes. All right, let's see how it goes. And I'm not, again, that's why I'm running it by you guys first. Full disclosure before I just, oh, by the way, guys, I'm debuting something on stream today I didn't tell you about, and it's going to distract everyone. I'm not going to do that. I wanted to run it by you first. Maybe we'll test the waters tomorrow. It'll depend tonight on when I mess around with it, what I think about it, okay? I'll try to install it, and I'll see if I can figure out how to get it to work. Okay? All right, so let's see. That's the one thing I wanted to run by you guys, all right? That's number one. Okay. Number two, guys. Sorry, I got distracted. Okay. Number two. Here's another thing. This is a big one, guys. This is important. In particular, for those of you who are longer viewers of mine. I mean, longer viewers. Long-time viewers of mine, or people who have watched my stuff for a while. Newcomers, you may have, like, no idea what I'm talking about, but allow me to explain. All right. So, here's the deal, guys. As you guys know, we have chat moderators here on the stream chat, and these are volunteers. These are people who take their time and effort to try to make this a fun, fair, non-abusive place to chat during my live streams, and I do appreciate everything that they do, all right? You know, these guys put in a lot of time and effort during the streams to make sure that this is a safe place for you guys, all right? And let's face it, there's a lot of trolling that goes down, and it's an annoying process, all right? That being said, ever since I returned to Twitch, all right, I've been actively seeking, you know, reliable moderators, and over the past year or so, I noticed that there were certain people who would come into the stream chat purposely just to troll. They were coming in just to be annoying, all right? They would insult me and the viewers. They would start fights in stream chat. They would violate the stream chat rules regularly. They would properly get moderated, kicked, or banned from the room, and that's that. But then I would notice a day or two later, they'd be back. And I was like, how is this happening? How are people coming back that we permanently got rid of because they were a problem? Okay. How are they back? This is annoying as hell, right? How is this happening? So, I looked into it, And via both my own research and some things that other people figured out, come to find out, guys, we had a moderator here in the chat who was basically not necessarily a double agent, but someone who was taking it upon themselves to try to get their laughs and popularity for basically playing both sides of the fence. So here's what they would do. They would moderate properly during streams, but then when the streams were off, they would come back when no one was around and unban all the people who got banned. Then they would go to other chat rooms that were basically rooms for the people who like to troll me and laugh about it and say, ha ha ha, I screwed Phil. No one should give Phil any kind of contributions because he's a piece of shit and I undid all the bans for today. Har har har. And basically it was a big old jolly thing where they were trying to get notoriety on the internet from the negative influence. You know, the people who try to make our lives miserable on a daily basis because basically they wanted to get jollies out of it, all right? So, I found out about all this and permanently unmodded and banned this person from Stream Chat. Now, initially, they contacted me and denied all of it. Oh, it was an honest mistake. I didn't know that it wasn't the right thing to do. Yeah, right. So, I ignored it. Then this person took it upon themselves to make a new nickname and try to sneak into the Stream Chat under a new nickname. Within one day, we figured out who they were and they got permanently banned again. So, this person now is so upset. Okay, so upset that they have not been able to chat in the stream chat. They have personally written me a message apologizing for their behavior, saying it will never happen again. They did, you know, they understand the error of their ways now. They openly admit that they did all of it. They're not trying to say, oh, I didn't know. They're saying, yes, I knew what I did. It was a big mistake. You know, I shouldn't have done it. I apologize. I don't want to come back as a moderator. I don't want to come back. I'm not going to beg for a sub. All I want to do is come back and be able to be a normal stream chatter during your streams, and that's it. That's the message that I received as of last night, okay? So, the question is this, and I posed this to you guys, all right? What do you guys think? Do you guys think that I should forgive this person who literally for a year was undermining the stream chat, was making this place more toxic through their actions, all right? And initially wouldn't even admit that they had done anything wrong, tried to pretend like, oh, I didn't know. Now they changed their tune. And then, of course, by the way, through underhanded means, tried to sneak back into the stream chat and got banned again. Should I be the big man here and forgive this person and let them back into the stream chat? All right? Or should I put my foot down and say, no, this is the test case. This is the example. When you fuck with me and you fuck with all of us, right? That's it. You know, you had your chance. You actively were a jerk for a long time. And, you know, no forgiveness because we can't have this kind of shit. You know, it's basically, do I forgive the guy and give him a chance, or for the greater good, do I say, no, it's just leaving it as is, and say, this is better for all of us as a community? What do you guys think? Wow. A lot of people are saying, do not forgive them. Someone says, forgive them, but don't trust them. Keep banned. A lot of people are saying keep banned. Keep them banned. Don't let them get. Don't undo it. Okay. Don't forgive him. Let him back in. Give him a second chance. Give him a chance. Give him one more chance. I think he learned his lesson. Ban the bitch. No, keep him banned. Unban him, and as soon as he first speaks, ban him again. Wow. No mercy. Two thumbs down like Batista. All right. So you see, your guys' reaction today on stream is very similar to the reaction I got last night. Like, no lie, it's almost identical. Some people are saying, you know, be the bigger man, give him another chance. And a lot of people are saying, no, it's not worth it. We have enough negativity in here as it is. We don't want another negative element or another chance. You know, this guy obviously actively screwed up, and enough is enough. So, I don't know. I guess I'm going to have to think about it. All right. Let me think about it. Maybe I'll make a decision over my time off or something. I don't know. Pray for Rock made a good point. He says they only apologize because they were caught. If they were never caught, they would have just kept at it anyway. See, the thing that initially gets me is this person initially, when I caught them, came back to me and said, oh, I didn't know that going into detractor chat rooms and acting with them was wrong. What? You're a moderator. Your job is to keep that element out of the chat, and then you go interact with it and laugh about unbanning these people in their own chat. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you knew it was wrong. I mean, oh my goodness. All right, well, let's think about it. I will consider this in my head, and I will make a decision soon. But thank you for your feedback, guys. That's exactly what I needed. I needed your feedback. All right. All right, guys. Let's jump into the plugs real quick. Let's do a plug segment. Then I'll do some shout-outs for people who've cheered, subbed, and tipped. And then we will begin with Dead Space 2 continuing on here, the Zealot difficulty run. We'll see how it goes. You know, the first session of this was really fun the other day. I'm hoping I can keep it up and not, basically not choke, okay? I guess we'll see. I hope that it doesn't end up being, you know, I get really stuck on a part for an hour, you know what I mean? But I guess we'll see. All right, guys. So, thank you very much for your viewership. Thank you. Whether you watch my live streams, whether you watch my YouTube videos, or you watch both, all right? I'm very appreciative of a 10-year legacy. That's right. This coming fall will be my 10th anniversary as a content creator covering video games for you guys on a daily basis. Pretty awesome, isn't it? So I'm very grateful for all of the success and attention that you guys have given me over the past 10 years. That being said, if you would like to go above and beyond just being a standard stream viewer, all right, and you would like to contribute to my ability to being able to do this on a daily basis like I have done every day the past 10 years, all right, there are many ways which you could contribute. First being checking out my Patreon over at patreon.com/darksidephil and pledging to it. If you pledge to my monthly Patreon campaign, you are helping to defray the cost of this business, including the cost of new video games, of which there's going to be quite a bunch of when I come back after my break, cost of electricity, cost of internet, cost of equipment. You know, it's all pretty expensive on a monthly basis, all right? So you help out with that. But in addition, you earn yourself personal perk rewards depending how much you contribute on a monthly basis. So, for example, just some of the rewards you can get. Text or verbal thank yous in my YouTube videos, premium forum access to my website where you can nominate and vote on games for upcoming events. In fact, right now, people who pledged to my Patreon last month are nominating and voting on games for the upcoming Patron's Choice event, okay? You can get your questions answered on my bi-monthly Q&A show, Ask the King. You can even get a private Q&A video made for yourself, all right? So all that is possible. All that's available if you pledge or more. So to go check it out, patreon.com/darksidephil for all the details. Thank you to everyone who currently is a pledgee, and thank you to those who may consider it in the future. It helps out a lot. It really does, all right? That's number one. Number two, guys. Number two. There is my Teespring store where you can buy merchandise. T-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, stickers, mugs, all kinds of stuff. Really fun, high-quality stuff that, you know, is a cool collectible for you. And for me, I get a commission off of every sale. It helps me out. Personally, I can attest to the quality of the product because guess what? I own a bunch of it. I personally bought a bunch of the shirts, a sweatshirt, and the mug. And it's great quality stuff that I use, you know, daily. So, give it a look. Teespring.com/stores/DSPGaming. And thank you to anyone who may actually buy something from that. It helps me out. Thank you. Now, if you're here live on the streams and you'd like to contribute in a way where you're going to get interaction with me, all right? Well, if you would like a shout out during today's stream, you can either cheer with bits, you can subscribe to the channel, or you can tip me, okay? If you do any of those things, I'm going to give you a shout out during today's stream. Now, keep in mind, I'm doing a survival horror game. It may be a little bit more difficult to instantly give you your shout out, especially if in the middle of a really difficult or, you know, jump scare or survival segment. But I promise you, I will give you a shout out when I get the chance, which should not be, you know, too much of a delay. All right. Now, there are a couple ground rules if you would like to get a shout out during the stream. Number one, please be concise. The shorter, the better. If you're long-winded and giving me multiple sentences, paragraphs, I'm probably not going to derail the entire gameplay stream to read a ginormous thing. Also, completely off-topic stuff like, for example, telling a stand-up comedy joke during the middle of a survival horror game probably isn't a good idea when we're all trying to be focused and immersed in the game. Just saying. However, you know, positive messages, shout-outs, you know, questions, all kinds of stuff is welcomed, all right? So, please just be concise as you can, as on topic as you can. Number 2, no negativity, no reference to, haters, detractors. Phil, did you hear this guy made a nasty video about you? Phil, did you guys hear this guy's restreaming you? Did you hear? I don't care. This is not the place for that at all, okay? At all. We want to be positive. We want to have fun. We want to enjoy a game together, and you want to see my reactions to the game and the gameplay, right? You want to see how I perform in the game. We don't care about all this negative shit. It has no place on the stream, and I'm not going to focus on it. So if you do attempt to get a cheer, if you attempt to get a shout-out, is what I meant to say, for that kind of stuff, I'm just going to ignore it, all right? It is totally at my subjective discretion whether or not I give you a shout-out, depending on what you say in your message, all right? But in general, I'd say about 95% of the time people get it, and the streams have become a lot more of a fun, positive, and interactive place since I instituted these shout-outs, so it should be a fun time, all right? Now, if in addition to that, you would like to get an on-screen pop-up thank you notification for your contributions, well, then there's 3 ways you could do that. Either cheer 50 bits or more, subscribe to the channel and wait a couple minutes. There'll be a share button that will appear, and click that share button. Or you could tip me $5 or more. And if you do any of those things, guys, you will get an on-screen thank you pop-up notification as well. All right, which is really cool. These are animations designed by Popsicolo, a chat moderator here, and they're great quality. They add to the streams. Really nice stuff. So visual and verbal recognition for your contributions. Pretty awesome, right? So a few things to cover in regards to this. Number 1, guys, we're currently driving for a subscriber goal this month. We actually, at one point, we were up to almost 460 subs. Then it dipped down, and it's been around between 400 and 450 for the past couple of weeks, all right? We still have a chance to do it. We definitely, it's still only the first 10 days of May. We definitely could hit it by the end of the month. But you got to subscribe. What do you get for subscribing? You get access to all of my chat emotes. You get a cool chat crown subscriber badge that will change color after every few months to show you links of your support. You will not have to watch advertisements when I run them, when I run ad breaks, okay? You don't have to see that at all. So all that is your benefit, okay? All of it is to your benefit. Now, I've been asked by the stream chat to bring up the fact that a lot of people don't realize that you can get a free subscription via Twitch Prime. How do you do that? Well, I believe you have to sign up for Amazon Prime and then link your Twitch account, and you become Twitch Prime, and then you get a free Twitch Prime sub. So if you're already an Amazon Prime subscriber, you're already entitled to a free Twitch Prime sub. Just saying. A lot of people may not know that. Or, if you're not, you could sign up for a free trial and get a free 1-month subscription. All right? But, I'm sure there's terms and conditions. I'm not going to get into that. I don't know. Please, before you sign up for anything, read it for yourself and understand what you're getting into. All right? But I'm just saying the offer is there. I know a lot of people use it. Personally, I already have an Amazon Prime subscription, so I have it. Okay? So give it a look. And, maybe take advantage of that. All right? That's number 1. Number 2, if you're wondering about tips, because some people might be. You might be saying, well, Phil, you mentioned cheers, you mentioned subbing. I see those right in front of me on my Twitch, whatever I'm watching Twitch on right now, whether it's my device, my laptop, my desktop, whatever. But how do you tip? Because I don't see that at all right? Well, there's 2 ways. Number 1, if you are watching on a device that has kind of the desktop version of the Twitch channel, meaning if you scroll down below the actual video stream, you should see a grid of information, a bunch of buttons that take you to different places. One of them says Tip Cup. Click on that. You can either leave an anonymous tip, or you can leave your name in a message if you want to shout out via that method, and that's how you leave a tip. Now, you may not see any of those buttons because maybe you're on a mobile version of the site. That's okay too. If that's the case, then type !tip into the stream chat. And if you do that, the bot should bring up the tips command, okay? And then you can click on that, and it will allow you to leave a tip via that method, okay? Now, real talk, guys, I want to say a big thank you, and here's why. The last week, I kept bringing up with you guys that tips, I needed them pretty badly in the last couple of days. Here's why. Last month, I had to pay my federal taxes. I did, and it emptied my bank account. So this month, as all my bills were clearing early in the month, because they do. Typically, all my bills clear within the first week to 2 weeks of the month. My bank account was going lower and lower and lower. I was like, holy shit, I don't know if I'm going to have enough money to cover all my bills this month because I paid my taxes last month. I may be screwed, okay? So I let you guys know, the preferred way to contribute via streams was tipping. You guys certainly heard the call, and you guys tipped pretty, graciously. And I want to say to anyone who left me a tip, in particular this last couple of days, thank you guys very much. It was very much appreciated, and it did help. Now, the bottom line is I still have not received payment from either Twitch or YouTube. Typically, one of them usually comes around today, the 10th, and then another one usually comes around the 14th or 15th, and then it takes a couple days for those to clear. It takes like 2 days for it to clear and actually hit my bank account. So, right now, again, still continuing on the next few days, if you at all can choose how you contribute during the streams, I would say, please, I would prefer tips right now. The reason being, if you tip me, I get those funds right away. Every single tip you guys have sent me in the past 2-3 weeks, I've put directly right into the bank account immediately to pay bills. And so far, so good. Knock on wood. My God, knock on wood. Because it's tight. But so far, so good. I'm nervous that in the next couple of days, you know what I mean? Something's going to clear, and then boom, I get an overdraft notice from my bank, and now I'm out a ton of money. Because overdraft notices, if you guys aren't aware, overdrafts are very expensive, especially for American banks. They typically, at the cheapest one I've ever gotten was $35 a pop. Now imagine if 2-3 things clear, and now they're charging me hundreds of dollars. You know what I mean? Really fucking annoying. Okay. So that being said, thank you so much for your support. Again, preferred method, if you're going to contribute today and look for a shout out on stream, please tip me. Tipping is the way to go. It helps me out tremendously. And, in the short term, it's the best way to help me. Okay? All right. So there you go. All right. So that is it. I think I covered everything. Let's do some shout outs. Let's do some shout outs for people who have cheered, subbed, and tipped during the pre-stream. Let's go ahead. So first of all, overnight, guys, there's a group of people who are pretty awesome. And they keep me in mind. And they contribute overnight when I'm not even live streaming. That's really awesome. That there's people who like what I do so much, they actually come in when I'm not even here just because maybe they're not available during my streams, and they still cheer, sub, and tip. So appreciative of that. Thank you. So let's do some shout outs to those who deserve it, okay? So King Swaggins cheered. He says, what is your favorite Leonardo DiCaprio movie? Have you seen Catch Me If You Can or The Wolf of Wall Street? Those were some great movies. Yes, I did see those. Wolf of Wall Street was great. I'm trying to think of movies I've seen of him recently. Great Gatsby, The Departed, what was the one? Inception, right? Of course, his old school movies like Interview with the Vampire, right? Was that him? Yeah, Interview with the Vampire. That was him. Yeah, so there's a lot of good movies DiCaprio's been in. I couldn't tell you. I don't think I could pick one. Like, I really liked him in The Departed, but I also liked him in some of his older movies. So I don't know. I honestly couldn't pick one, but DiCaprio was a good actor. King Swag is cheered again. He says, can you play Getting Over It on Saturday night? It would be cool to bring that back. I don't know. Here's why. Number one, I don't know if anyone would watch it. Quite frankly, it was a cool gimmick thing to do one-off, but if I play it again, it's exactly the same as the first time I played it. It's not like, oh, Phil advanced in the game, and now there's more to see. No, you start from the beginning, you climb up the same fucking mountain, it's pretty much a gimmick game. You stream it once, okay, and then you're pretty much done with it. There's not much else to do in it, and being that is such a, yes, is it a frustrating game? Absolutely. But I also think that it's a game that the gimmick wears off after a few minutes. Once you see me fall a bunch of times, okay, I get it, right? I don't know if that's a game people would want to see come back. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Certainly, if you guys liked when I played Getting Over It back during this Indies marathon, let me know, and I would consider maybe playing it back, but bringing it back. But I don't know if anyone's going to want to see me play it again. Okay. All right. Shout out to Lincoln Simpson. Lincoln Simpson cheered 500 bits. Thank you very much, Lincoln Simpson. And he says, I became a fan of Dead Space because of your original playthrough of Dead Space 2 when the game first came out. So this retro replay is a very special one to me. Oh my God, sorry. I'm choking here. Excuse me. I was swallowing and went down the wrong way. Tickled my throat, almost choked. Holy crap. Okay, anyway. So thank you, Lincoln Simpson, for the cheer. That's awesome. And you know what? That's why I really like doing a lot of these throwback playthroughs this year for my 10th anniversary. All right. Because that would be pretty awesome. All right. It would be pretty awesome that people who have watched me at various times of you know, their lives and my life are now able to kind of re-experience those games that they loved watching me play originally, right? But only now with direct capture, with live streaming, with face cam, you know, all the modern technology versus back in the day when I used to have just a camera pointed at the TV. All right. So that being said, guys, thank you for your support. I hope you guys are enjoying a lot of the throwback playthroughs. There's just this year alone, all right, I've played games such as Bully, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, Heavy Rain, and now I'm playing Dead Space 2. There may be more throwback playthroughs coming this year, but I certainly hope that you are enjoying yourselves. I know I am. I know I am, celebrating the 10-year anniversary. It's been a lot of fun. Excuse me. Okay, there we go. I think what it was, I was trying to swallow, and it went the wrong way while I was burping, and that's why I almost choked to death. So, excuse me. Okay, Golden Colts did a 120-bit cheer. Thank you, Golden Colts, for the cheer. All right, so there you go, guys. Thank you for your overnight support. I do appreciate that. Hi, it's Soar. Ask me, can I send you a new PlayStation 4? Of course you can. However, you would need to contact me via darksidephil@hotmail.com and explain the details, and we'll go from there. There you go. All right. So now let's begin with people who contributed during today's stream. We had Ham2111, who subscribed to the channel, but then they upgraded their subscription to a Tier 2 subscription. So not only did they subbed at Tier 2, which gives them access to a special emote. It's the Super Saiyan God DSP emote. But also, it helps me out a lot more. So thank you very much, Ham, for the subscription. I appreciate that. Shout out to Purio Niku, who subscribed to the channel. Thank you very much, Purio Niku, for the sub. Very nice. I got an anonymous dollar tip who said, you know how Machinima laid off most of their talent years ago? Now they're deleting every video they've ever created or starred in. Yeah, I mean, guys, I'm certainly not going to get into a giant diatribe about Machinima again, all right? It's been over a year now since I've been with them, thank God. But the bottom line is, Machinima was always a very confusing company, very bipolar. They never knew what they wanted to be. One day they want to be a partnership company that promotes the content of their partners. The next day they want to be content creators. They want to have their own staff who make videos. But then the next day, they want to be movie producers and TV producers and put out shows like Halo's Reach show, whatever the fuck that was, and the Mortal Kombat series. Oh, wait, now we want to go and push an initiative for our content creators again. It's like, what? So what, you know, what are you? And the problem is they are so confused. And their management is so terrible. I'm going to be real with you. Their management is god-awful. Their upper management doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. All right. And just basically, the company is a mess, and always has been. You know, in the years that I was partnered with them, sometimes things were great, where I was getting tons of support. I had a direct line of contact. They got me into E3. They would get me free games. The next thing you know, everyone you worked with is laid off. You have no one to talk to. You got to go through an automated log system to even get an answer on anything about a YouTube problem. And don't contact us for games or you know, any kind of admission anywhere. We don't do that. Huh? See what I mean? Like, it's just so confusing. And that's why, even though I stayed with them for so long, because basically they paid me more than any other partnership company, it almost was a breath of fresh air when I severed my ties with them. Because now, at least now I know what I'm here to do. I'm here to put out entertaining streams. I'm here to put out fun gameplay videos for you guys. And I don't have to worry about, at any point, will I or won't I be able to contact the company if there's an issue. Like my current partnership company, Curse, they always respond within 24 hours. They always get me an intelligent answer. They basically have my back. They know who I am. They have my back. They don't put up with false copyright strike bullshit. Remember last year when Atlas hit me with those copyright strikes? Basically, I contacted Curse. They were like, dude, don't worry at all. We've got your back. We realize this is complete nonsense. We know the criteria for Persona 5 of what you should have done. You did abide by it. These copyright strikes are not fair, and we're not going to kick you out of our partnership program because you've got strikes out of nowhere. Basically, they've been supportive. I haven't needed their help very much, but the few times I needed their help, they were, boom, immediately responsive and very good about it. I also like the fact that they have very good tracking tools, where every day I can see what I'm bringing in on YouTube on a daily basis, which was very difficult. I never really had that with Machinima. Their tracking tools didn't really fucking work. So, you know, I'm sorry, but, you know, despite the fact that Machinima was paying me more than anyone else, there really was no other positive to being with them. Is it surprising to hear that Machinima is doing more things that are bad? No. Like I said, when you have terrible upper management, there's nothing you can do about it. It doesn't matter how many great people you hire, how many amazing initiatives you launch. When upper management is basically pulled in a million directions and doesn't know what the fuck they're doing or what they want to do with the company's going to fail. And that's what's happened with Machinima again and again and again. They have to keep searching for more financing. And now they're bought by Warner Brothers, and they haven't done a single positive thing with it. So, no surprise. All right. Absolutely no surprise. And is it sad? Absolutely, it's sad to see someone, a big giant, because they used to be one of the big premier companies you would hear about on YouTube. How the mighty have fallen just because of bad management choices. But it is what it is, guys. I'm not a part of them anymore. Good riddance. Thank God I'm not part of that drama train. All right. Shout out to YOLO Dapper. He says, it's crazy how drama keeps popping up even though you're just doing a regular thing of just playing games. Yep, and I have nothing to do with it. As you guys know, I have nothing to do with any drama. I don't get involved in it. I don't actively try to get involved in it. It finds me, And it's not me. It's because of these immature people on the internet who want to keep trying to drag my name through the mud. I don't even care anymore. Why address it, right? It's just such a waste of fucking time. Okay. Mike Lee, once again, cheers, being completely negative, saying that my idea coming up for the Street Fighter the Street Fighter Anniversary Master Run Challenge, if you guys aren't aware, this event that I want to do if we hit our subs goal for this month is a Street Fighter Challenge run, all right? By which, if we hit the subs goal for the month, I'm going to be going through all the different games in the Street Fighter Anniversary Collection on the hardest difficulty and attempting to beat them all in one stream, one sitting. It's going to be a rage, salt-filled stream that should be pretty entertaining. Mike Lee says, that's a terrible idea. I told you it was a terrible idea. You should do a 1cc or Jin Shot multiplayer run. What the fuck is Mike Lee talking about? Does anyone have any idea what this guy ever is talking about? What the fuck is a 1cc run? What does that even mean? No one knows what you're talking about, Mike Lee. No, taking a shot of gin every time I lose a match is a terrible fucking idea. That would hurt my body. I'd be vomiting profusely. Your ideas are dumb. I'm sorry. They just are. You're such a negative person. Every time you cheer, whatever you're doing is wrong. You should do what I think because what I think is better than what you think. That's the most closed-minded attitude I've ever heard in my life. It'd be one thing if you just said, here's a way to tweak it, instead of just saying, I'm completely wrong, now drink entirely on stream. What the fuck, man? Seriously. This fucking guy is so contrarian, it pisses me off. There's a difference between constructive criticism and just being a jerk. And this guy constantly has to undermine every idea I have. It's a terrible idea. You should just do exactly what I tell you instead. What a great attitude to have. Anyway, enough of that crap. Alright, shout out to Sidella, who says his favorite Leonardo DiCaprio movie is the Titanic. There you go. Alright. Owl Eye Guy cheered and says, I remember when Machinima would make funny gaming content and get millions of views. Now they can't even scratch 300K. Well, I don't even, I never watched Machinima's content to begin with. Like I've told you guys, I don't watch YouTube videos. That's real talk. I'm not exaggerating I never watch YouTube videos. So, I have no idea what Machinima ever put out, okay? But, I mean, yeah, the problem with them, again, They don't know what they want to be. So they get popular shows, and the next thing you know, the people get fired, and the shows get shuffled around. Gee, I wonder why they can't, keep up with where they used to be. It's ridiculous, quite frankly. How much that company has been just chaotically shuffled and confused with itself. Let's see here. King Gokin subscribed to the channel for the 17th month in a row and says, keep up the good work, DSP. Thank you, King Gokin, for 17 months of ongoing support. I appreciate that. Tanamounder did a 100-bit cheer, which actually makes Tanamounder today's top cheerer. I just want to double check that, but I'm almost positive. Tanamounder, yes. Tanamounder is today's top cheerer. So, Tanamounder, you are going to hit the leaderboards in the first position. Thank you very much. And by the way, it was the $1 anonymous tip from earlier. Who's the top tipper? So I'll just get that up there, although it's kind of silly to say anonymous, but it is what it is, I guess. Also, I am going to check the sub count in just a moment, but we got one more shout out to do, and that is for Tubbs Buster. Tubbs Buster resubbed for the 15th month in a row. That is pretty damned awesome, Tubbs Buster. And he says, looking forward to the stream. Dead Space 2 is my favorite in the series, and I'm glad you're having a blast revisiting some games. Yes. If anything, I've had a ton of fun revisiting these games. And re-experiencing games from, again, my 10-year gaming legacy on YouTube, and re-experiencing them in the modern era. Now I'm a lot better at games, that's for sure. Better quality, video, visuals, but also, audio, live streaming capabilities, everything, right? It's been a blast so far this year, and we're not even halfway through the year, which is pretty cool. Okay. So let's take a look here at sub count. 429. We did go up a bunch. That's good, because we were down to like almost 420, and now we jumped up again. Like I said, guys, sub count is constantly up and down. It's the nature of the beast here on Twitch. One day you'll be way, way up, then a bunch of subs expire, and you're back down. So, thank you guys for the ongoing support. Let's keep it up. Again, trying to hit 475 and do that Street Fighter Master Run Challenge. Very nice. All right. So, guys, I think that's it. I think we've hit all the plugs, all the shout-outs. We've done everything. So, one final thing, okay? If, again, you are looking to get a shout-out on today's stream, you can either cheer, sub, or tip. I will give you a shout-out, all right? If you have the choice to decide how you can contribute, I would personally prefer if you tipped me, because tips I get right away, and that will help me with all my bills clearing in the next few days to make sure that they all clear, okay? And I don't overdraft my bank account, which would be very bad. So please consider tipping me if at all you can, all right? Much appreciative to everyone who contributes. Thank you guys very much. Outlaw Guy just cheered again. He says, Let's Plays have never achieved the popularity that they had in the 2011 to 2013 era. Do you think they can get there again? No. No, I don't, and here's why. Here's the truth of the matter. I think, sadly, what YouTube has done is they have now trained an entire generation of people who enjoy content on the internet to only like a certain kind of content. This content must be heavily edited, highly quickly digestible, meaning you're not going to watch a long-form Let's Play anymore. Instead, you want a 5 to 20-minute edited video of the highlights of the best with, sadly, I hate to say it, a lot of the times, scripted comedy, silly visual effects, right? You're not looking for someone to legitimately play a game anymore when you watch a YouTube video. Instead, you're looking for some kind of a silly, edited montage with high production quality where it's like the hits just keep on coming, right? And the average YouTube viewer no longer values raw, unedited content that is genuine. Instead, they want to be advertised to. And I hate to say that, but that is the truth of the matter, all right? Is that they want to be advertised to, all right? They don't care if the video they watch is a legitimate gamer enjoying a game and giving their valid opinions on it or not, or if they're watching a paid advertisement, or if they're watching something that's completely fabricated. They don't care. They just want to sit there for 5 to 20 minutes, get a laugh, a guffaw, and then close the video. And that's sad, because when I started on YouTube, all right, 10 years ago, it was about we're the passionate content creators who care about what they do. They want to put out a quality, legitimate product. They have a passion for gaming, and this is what they want to do. That's not what you get on YouTube anymore. Now you get the people who are in it for the money, the people who make the highly edited, streamlined video, only showcasing the best parts, so therefore you get your laugh and they make their buck, and then that's it. It doesn't matter if they actually represent the game fairly or not, right? It's a completely just, I would say streamlined, but I hate to say it, it's not. It's pre-packaged. It's been created to be a digestible product for you. Much like what's happened with television, what's happened with movies, everything's become overproduced and artificial. And that's what YouTube has become now. Either that or crappy drama videos. That's the other thing that also is highly propagated on YouTube. Crappy, lowbrow, insulting, puerile, toxic drama videos are the other thing that get pushed on YouTube. So you can either watch fake content or you can watch drama, garbage, toxic content. That's YouTube in a nutshell now. Very different of how it used to be. So it's a sad state. For someone like me, I became popular on the internet and known, and, I'm a person now with notoriety and with what's the word I'm looking for? People know who I am because of the internet, because of my YouTube presence. But, how YouTube has changed so much for the worse. It's so funny. I got a comment, a question on Twitter the other day. All right. I got a question on Twitter the other day, and it was this: Phil, why did you turn off your YouTube comments? Now, this is someone who legitimately was watching my YouTube videos probably for the first time, enjoyed them, and was just curious, why on earth don't I have comments enabled? And I gave him a very matter-of-fact response. I said, YouTube comments are mostly toxic and unmanageable. If you actually want to interact with me and see the real me, come watch me on a live stream and we can talk in the stream chat, or you could tweet me here on Twitter and we can have a fun interaction here. But YouTube comments are a lost cause. The website itself has become toxic. And the guy responded, he's like, fair enough. That's a really good answer, and that's the truth about YouTube. YouTube has become a toxic place for people with no attention span to watch lowbrow garbage content. That's what YouTube is now. Yes, there are still people who are striving to try to make a living with valid content, and boy, are they struggling with the YouTube ad revenue plummeting, with videos being suppressed, videos not showing up in related or in the YouTube search anymore. Trust me, I'm one of them, so I know all about this. It's a nightmare. I've been around before and longer than most content creators on YouTube, and especially the gamers on YouTube who are big today. I've been around longer and put out more content and worked harder in a lot of cases than a lot of these fucking people. But because they put out that super abridged, polished, garbage, fake content that YouTube wants to regurgitate and shove down your throat as a perfect example of what's good on YouTube, here I am where I am, and you get these idiots putting out garbage, toxic videos at the top of YouTube search. And that's what YouTube wants, I guess. It's terrible. It's a terrible situation. It really is. And that's why I don't focus on YouTube anymore. Real talk. That's why I'm here with you guys on Twitch, trying to do something completely different. I'm just tired of it. It's a losing battle trying to do anything on that fucking website. So, all right. All right, guys. I think that is it. So again, I want to say thank you to those who already cheered, subbed, and tipped. Thank you for your contributions. I think it's now time to start with Dead Space 2. What do you guys think? Oh yeah, I should say one final thing too, because I talked about this last night on Twitter. I want to say thank you to those of you guys who come and watch me on Twitch to play games that I enjoy. And what I mean by that is when I'm playing a game that's not a hot new release, you guys still show up and contribute and hang out with me and interact with me, and I love that. So, right now, playing Dead Space 2, throwback playthrough. You guys are here to enjoy it and have fun with me, and you're contributing. This is awesome. I play Street Fighter, one of my favorite games of all time. You guys come in to contribute. Pretty awesome, right? You guys come in to watch me play other classic throwbacks. Recently I did a redemption run of Bloodborne, right? Awesome. But why is it that on Twitch I can get, people to watch me and enjoy no matter what I'm playing? They love it. But then when I go on YouTube, no one will watch those videos. The only videos that get any attention on YouTube are new releases, period. So, God of War did amazing, right? Far Cry 5 did really good. But when I play these other downtime playthroughs on YouTube, I can barely get 1,000 views on a playthrough. And it's like, what the fuck? Why is there's such a big dichotomy of attention that I get between the two platforms? On Twitch, people actively like me. They want to see what I'm interested in, no matter what. If it's a new game, if it's an old game, no matter what it is, you guys want to see me enjoy myself and play a fun game and challenge myself and be a part of that experience. On YouTube, I just want to watch the new game. And if it's not new, I'm not watching that. Like, what the hell kind of attitude is that? And that honestly really pisses me off. Because there's a ton of games that I enjoy and that I want to share with you guys, you know, and we're to the point now where I can't, you know, right now, the Dead Space 2 playthrough, when I started on Tuesday, the attendance was great, participation was great, all the feedback I got was, Phil, this playthrough so far is great, keep going, we love it. Then I go to YouTube, no one's watching the playthrough, and I'm like, what the fuck, how could you have more of a completely opposing messages? You know what I mean? That's why I'm glad that I'm diverse, and I do streaming plus on demand, and I do a variety of content. I mean, seriously, I just, it pisses me off, but at least I know when I'm playing any game, I'm enjoying myself. You guys will be here to interact with me and have fun, and we have a good time. All right, so there you go. That douche kid did a bunch of cheers. That douche kid, first of all, I'm appreciative of your cheers, but obviously you do not get the picture here. Probably the reason I'm not reading your cheers is because the thing you keep bringing up repeatedly is something that isn't important, probably has to do with something that's against the rules, and I'm not going to bring it up. So maybe you should just wise up and stop bringing it up. I appreciate your contributions, but after the third to fourth cheer where you keep asking about the same thing and I don't respond, you would think you would get the picture. I guess not. And All I Guy cheered again. He said, Let's Plays in the early 2010s used to be about YouTubers' personalities, and people have more patience. It's depressing where things have gone. I agree. I completely agree. All right. All right, guys. I think that's it. I think it's now time for us to begin. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? No? Should I keep going? Should I make this the longest pre-stream ever? We'd have to go about another 30 minutes to hit that record. Okay. All right, guys. That is it. Thank you guys very much for being patient. Let's begin. Let's resume the Dead Space 2 Zealot difficulty playthrough. And let's see where it takes us. I know the Regenerator's coming up. If I remember correctly, right in the middle of the game here, it is the first time you're introduced to the Regenerator, and he chases you around for a while, and it's very annoying and difficult. And then he doesn't come back again until the last chapter of the game. But I remember this being very annoying, so I guess we'll see. All right. That douche kid, it's cool. I'm not insulted or I'm not angry. I mean, just realize if you keep bringing something up over and over and over and I'm not addressing it, there's a good reason, okay? All right, excuse me. Whew. All right, guys, that is it. Thank you very much. Oh, All I Got Cheers' Regenerator makes me think of Resident Evil 4. All right, that's it, guys. Thank you. Let's end the pre-stream, and let's begin with Dead Space. Oh, hold on. Fred Flintstone did 125-bit cheers at Dead Space. Well, there you go. Guess what? Just like that, we were about to end the pre-stream. Fred Flintstone jumps ahead and becomes the top cheer for today. So thank you, Fred. Thank you very much. And also, you know, to whoever that was, the anonymous dollar tip, I do appreciate that, okay? It would be pretty easy for someone to jump into the top tip spot right now, just saying. All right, that's it. Let's do this, guys. Here we go.